Alright, Mike, check. Everything is coming in clear. Sweet. Alright, so hopefully this will work a lot better than that previous game. Yeah, that was a mess. I really apologize. Tweak this down a little bit for my sake. Alright, there we go. Yes, as Joe would say, I've pleased the YouTube gods. Right, I'm back into my normal. Yep, tried to give Nested Lands a good solid go. I don't know what's going on, if it's internet issues, if it's because of the storm, if it's just the game has way too much processing going on. I'll try and see if maybe I can do a side recording offline. And at least get some kind of game preview out there so you guys can check it out. But if you want to play it for yourself, I mean, it's a great game. There is plenty of videos out there by other creators. The game looks really fun. I'm pretty sure it's on sale. It's only like 10 or 12 bucks or something on Steam. Anyway, Going Medieval. Here we are, episode 48. I know we've been falling behind with this, but let's get back into it. Ooh, they don't have the roadmap anymore. I was gonna click on that and check it out. Alright, that takes me to a website, so that's not here. Newsletter. Alright, well, we'll just go ahead and load straight in. I have a screenshot of the roadmap. I'll have to check it out on my own. But the one thing I keep saying that I'm super excited for is if they decide to bring in the caverns and the caves and kind of more natural landscape stuff. Ruins. Stuff like that would just be really fun. But hey, we'll just dive in with this. No complaints. It has been a minute, though. And again, that's my bad. Just really busy on my end. Alright, so we're doing the little wood spike bits. Dirt wall, for the most part. We got the pond. Keeps encouraging us to hold an event. I want to get some more raids. Alright, here, we are going to tweak with it right now. Pretty sure it's game. Yep, let's edit the difficulty. Alright, so event strength multiplier. Wow. Event strength escalator. Unforeseeable. Let's just do it. Let's go all out. This will just be for the stream. I'll reset everything for the normal story. This will just be for today. Alright, animal spawn rate multiplier. Plant. Okay, that's all pretty normal. Barter value. Yeah, I haven't really messed with any of this. Joe's going through withdrawals. Maybe this is what you needed, my man. The universe spoke. YouTube heard you. Right. Oh, you can do individual. Okay. Okay, hailstorms. Go ahead and knock those out. I don't like those. Ambush chance. Guarantee an ambush every time. A runaway. The weight value of the chance, the event. Okay. I understand that part, but what, like, they're saying a runaway person? Alright, blight is 0, hailstorm is 0, cold snap is 0. I don't like those. Heat wave is 0. Yeah, flooded cellar. Get that out of here. Hostile animals. Animal infestation in cellar. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. A new settler. Enemy raid events. Boom. Rare goods merchant. Ooh, prisoner merchant. That's what they call them. It's a nice way. Nice way of putting it. Just a visitor. Visitor with a particular role. Small animal event, large animal event, domestic animal event. A bear visit. I mean, it's the swamp. We really wouldn't have bears down here. Nope. Enemy raid events. We're maxing that out. 100% chance of being ambushed when we go out. Global work speed. Barter value. Okay, everything else is good. Okay. So now we should be getting attacked left and right. Right? And we ramp it up to where it's just going to get progressively harder and harder. I really want to test ourselves. Do we not have anywhere for clay? Is it, I thought that's what this was. Materials, raw. Yeah, it says clay. So why can we not... What? That's weird. Oh! I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm so dumb. I was clicking on the allow hand. That's why it wasn't working. The game was yelling at me. It is allowed. It is allowed. Oh, I'm so dumb. That's alright. You win some, you lose some. We'll speed things up. Alright, well, hey, how have all of you been? How has life been treating you? I hope everything's been great. Like I was saying, I've been crazy busy. Rugby season just ended for my kids, especially for my older two. But then, of course, they have to be so awesome that they make, you know, these like all-star elite area teams that then play through the summer. And then there's lots of beach rugby coming. It's mess. It's a mess. But it's so fun. I love watching them play. Yeah, if you're looking for a good kind of year-round sport, like a little bit of break in the winter, depending on where you live. Obviously, you live in the Great Lakes area by me. You got to take a break in the winter just because there's like 2 feet of snow outside. Can't really play an outdoor sport. There are lots of like indoor practice areas, but as far as like tournaments and games and stuff, they don't really do anything in the winter. But hey, rugby's a hell of a way to go. Anyone can play too. That's the best part. They always say it's for everybody and everybody. I think I said that right. Because you need big people, you need small people, you need fast people, you need strong people, you need, you know, nimble people. Like you need the whole spectrum, depending on the position. Yeah, I could just sit and talk rugby for hours, but nope. We are here to see what we need for these trebuchets. All right, we're gonna need tons of components. That's fine. We'll have those cranking out. Tons of components cranking out there. These are still not done either. Tons of components. I think our biggest hurdle right now is probably iron. Still got some decorative marble. Where is... Here we go. Okay, 681. So we can make the components. One thing I need to check, though, and I didn't realize this, somebody dropped it in the comments, was going to the components, making sure that we're not using our gold and silver. That's a biggie. What do you got going on here? Hey, rug production. Nice. Okay, another thing that was pointed out that I would like to just quickly address. Somebody said, hey, now that we got that big barn out front, you know, do we really need all this hay? In theory, I guess no. But this lower area is used as an animal pen. However, we have all goats. We don't need an animal pen. So, let's go ahead and deconstruct this. Remove that. Alright, we're going to turn that into a giant workshop area. And we're going to get all hands on deck bringing the hay over here to our new hay barn. And it is full as... Oh my gosh. Okay. Wowza. We're going to have to do a little bit more here. Make it bigger. Come up with something. guess expand it out. Yeah, let's do it. Use up all the wood anyway and give them something to do. 1, 2, 3. Go there. 1, 2, 3. Go there. Alright, same thing. 3. 3. I'll grab these. Are you on it? What? I clicked on it. Telling me no. Yep, we'll just keep going with this, I guess. What are these, wicker floors? Alright, let's copy the wicker floor. Dang it. There we go. And these 3 right here. And same thing over here. Nope. We'll grab... And then we'll grab down here. And... Oh my gosh, we get it. Settlers are cold. We get it. Alright, thanks for the series. Do you think this project will last more than a year? I'm trying to do, that's again why I call it the super long plays. I'm trying to play one file for a full year. Real life year, that is. In-game, it's already been 331 days. But that's different because each season is 12 days. You could probably do some math there, but I want to say you start in 1353, so it's been about 6 years. That math checks. No, actually, here, let me pull up a little calculator. Let's do a little math. I like math. Let's do some math. So if every 12 days is a season, right? So where is my calculator? So 331 divided by 12. That means it's been about 27.6 seasons. And we'll divide that by 4. And yep, 6.8 years. We're towards the end of the 7th year, which makes sense. Yeah, math. I love math. So we're rounding off the 7th year in-game. But again, I want to try and play this all the way through 2026. Once I get all the issues with nested lands figured out, I think it might just be trying to run that game and stream at the same time. They're both just so heavy. That is one of the many beautiful things I love about going medieval, is the requirements are so minimal. You can just run it, and it works. It's perfect. Okay, so we have components and whatnot being made. Okay, this trebuchet should be close to being built. That one, no, not so much. That one's kind of getting there. That one's kind of getting there. Okay, so they're kind of adding stuff as they can. Looks like, okay, they're bringing in and loading up ammo. That's good. Lots and lots of ammo. So as we're getting dirt, they're filling in up here. We're having to extend the hay barn because one of you in the comment section pointed out that, hey, we don't need this giant hay barn over here, which is what all of that is slowly going over to. Look at all that barley. Barley. You can see the little decorative marble, which I did find out. So there is decorative, like there's other decorative things that you can make from the clay and from the stone, but this kind of like marble you only get through trade. That's ultimately where I was going with that. Alright, Kevin said, man, if that barn ever catches fire, it'll be the biggest fire the North has ever seen. Great Game of Thrones reference. Yes, and that's kind of the intention of why it's off. Which, actually, speaking of fire, thank you. there was a brilliant idea of setting a trap. Okay, so I want to do it. I want to do it. Let's get... We need some torches. Or some braziers. Yeah, let's get these metal ones. Let's get a couple of these. Alright, so we're going to copy these. We're going to put it right there on the corner. We don't need it here. Here, let's put it at the rally points. There and there. Okay. But this one is going to be the most important. And there's a reason. Because off of this, we are going to dig this out. So let's dig that and dig this. We're going to put in a wood staircase. We're going to surround the top and bottom of the wood staircase with oil. Then if any enemies, because again, the whole idea is that there's no entrances other than this main one. But if enemies try and backdoor, which we've had a few times, they try and backdoor right here, we'll have a little fire trap waiting for them, and then we'll have somebody come right here. Should probably put like a regular bow. Actually, I'm gonna extend this roof and go the other direction with it. Yeah. Because I want a little covered area. Okay, so both of those have some kind of support coming off of them. So I can go out to here if I want, and that'll be fine. Okay, cool. Or honestly, I might just leave it and just do a little flat roof. Yeah, let's just leave it and do a flat roof. Yep, that'll work. And then we can put... Where is it? Where is it? I'm thinking... Here we go. Weapon racks. Put 2 of them right there. And they are going to hold standard bows. Because obviously everybody has crossbows equipped. We have an enemy coming in here. We'll have somebody run over here. Swap out for a standard bow. Light the tip on fire. Shoot it across. We'll put in some long bows. That way they can get some good distance. But then they can shoot across and light the little trap on fire. So this will be fun. So we'll set that there. Okay, now traps. So a fire trap. We need flammable oil. Flammable oil. Is that different than the Greek? So we have Greek fire. What is Greek fire used for? Is that something different? Am I missing something? Flammable oil. We'll need an oil press for that, probably. Hey, then it's perfect down here in this new little area. We haven't put in any of the oil stuff yet. Like, yeah, we got the little cooking and butchering and stuff. But we have a whole new little setup we need to put. We need to put in the brewing, the spirit distillery, and the oil press. That'll be the big one. Oh, there is a thing right here that needs to be... Okay, yeah, we have a bunch of Greek fire. It says it's a construction material. For what, though? Let's go... Trebuchet. There's got to be something I'm missing. Some detail or recipe. Like, something probably so simple that I'm just completely overlooking. Eh, oh well. I love all our little bushes and trees. Alright, they broke that down. Cool. So, oil press. Put that there. What was the other? It was the brewery and stuff. Yeah, brewing station. We'll put that there. Distillery. That there. What do we need for that? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is there another option? No, you just need limestone brick. Okay, so we might have to hold off on that. I would think that maybe they would give you a clay brick option, but whatever. Okay, where was that other... Here we go. This one's kind of big, too. That's what she said. Guess this will go in here for now, too. Does it need to be outdoor? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we're starting to dabble into the new stuff that I haven't really used all that much. Where is Kevin? Oh, Kevin. Come and construct these stairs. That way we have the back access. I hear a lot of tree chopping, which is good. Jonathan. Still not getting that. Okay. Friendly visit. A lone traveler. He's still out there? Nah, it's probably a while ago. Yeah, he's not there. Alright, looks like all the little wood stuff along here has been built. Got a little bit along the back side to finish off. Otherwise, everything else is good. Ooh, lovely. Nice. Alright, so we got that there. Got the pillars put in so we can get everything handled over here. Autosave. Drummer has turned 44. Amos has turned 36. Plenty of good birthdays going around. I'm gonna put that one there too. I'll make sure to set these to just be for longbows only. So no shields, no melee, and no crossbows or short bows. Oh yeah, no throwing axes, javelins. Yeah, no, don't need any of that. Alright, looks like Lovely is jamming on this little upper area. We're going to have our little fire trap. We're going to set a thing up right here. So we need a flammable oil. Yep, I want that to be right. How does this work? Put it right there. And then we'll put flammable oil spots. Like these. There. That'll be a nice little burn area. We'll have the trap at the bottom. Then hopefully that should burst. So we'll shoot that. That should burst, catch everything else. This whole area will just burn. It's gonna be awesome. Get Get that tree out of the way. Alright, Joe over here getting a little something done. Did he, like, bring a stack of wood? Oh, where are you going? Alright, come get that. Alright, there's just that random piece right there that's missing. Hey, Wildman Frost. Wow, I'm catching you live. Yeah, welcome. Trying to do more lives over the summer, so hopefully this becomes a more regular thing. Work is kind of slowed down. We've gone into like a little bit of a shutdown mode for some routine maintenance. So I'll have a little bit more time on my hands. It's a lot of poo. Oh, look at that. All that poo. So those of you just joining us, I did try and do a live stream earlier of a new game called Nested Lands. That failed miserably. The game, I'm like 99% positive, it just ate up way too much processing power. I don't have the world's greatest computer, but that's not the point. I tried, it didn't work, so we're just jumping right into going medieval. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. Episode 48 of our super long play series. This has been super fun, super awesome, super amazing. Lots of super. So we're extending the hay barn, as you can see on each side here. Because we're getting rid of the hay that's underneath in here. So we can start adding in some of the workshop areas that we don't have. One of them being the oil press. Because I want to start making flammable oil. So we can set a little fire trap back here. And we have a nice little sniper's nest that we've built. We're going to throw in some longbows. Which actually we should check and see if we have any of those on hand. So let's go item. Let's go ranged. Oh, we have our crossbows. Okay, so. Let's go down here. I want to say it's this one maybe. Alright, let's make some longbows. Let's go until we have, whoa, like 3. Hey, there you go, Old Crow making them. Alright, which means though that for the dismantle, we need to remove longbows. That's it. This one too. Dismantle. Longbow. Oh, it doesn't anyway. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll have a nice little stash of longbows. We'll have a little fire trap. Again, the idea is that the enemy is forced along the dirt walls to only come in through this main vein. Right at our little trap area, right at our wall of crossbowmen, if you will. But if for some reason they decide to be sneaky and come along this little backside, we'll have a little longbowman right here. Grab a fire arrow, and then hit the little trap. The trap will burst and catch all of that on fire, burning the staircase, so that way anyone that does survive will be caught in all the fire mess down here on the lower levels. We'll have some crossbowmen to back up and pick them off, and then the rest will be forced to run around the outside, right into the corridor of death. I think it's a good, solid little plan. But then that way, in the meantime, we can still have a staircase back here, easier for the villagers to come in and out. Alright, Kevin, what are you doing? You're sleeping? No, you're not. You're gonna come build this weapon rack. Ooh, medicines. So simples. Just make some healing kits. Let's go until we have 10. That works. I know we have somebody that's an apothecary. Weapon, ranged. And we'll uncheck longbow. There. Then longbows won't be placed there. They'll be placed up over here. And we'll copy this one. And we'll come over here and paste it. Alright, there we go. Longbow storage. Nice. Yes, we found a mirror and a painting while out on some adventures. Decided to put those up in the church. We'll hang more up over on this side once we get them. Just like we found some decorative marbles, so that's being put out. The overall aesthetic of this room has got to be like through the roof. Need more medicine shelves? I think we do. Alright. Let's copy and throw them up. Yeah, just double down on medicine shelves. Nothing wrong with that. There you go, lots of medicines. Got the little skull decorations out front. Ah, I was like, I heard wood. There it is, everything being built up over here. I think I'll make this one another second story. Yeah, let's just go with making this a second story. I'd rather have the extra room. But yes, if this ever catches fire, as Kevin so nicely pointed out, it is going to be a gigantic fireball. I don't know, that kind of might make it fun. And we'll grab that. Oh, this was just a normal. And these were those little, like, truncated ones, weren't they? Yeah. With the quote-unquote little, like, vents. Alright, there. That should add a lot more room. Let's grab this one. Come on. There we go. Alright, and then we'll expand the zone to there and to here. Oh, we got ourselves a caravan. Alright, where you at, Aussie? Come and do some bartering. Let's see what many treasures we can get from this. Make the stairs stone so you don't have to replace them every time, is what Joe's requesting. I'm assuming you're talking about the trap stairs in the back. The whole point of them being wood is that they catch fire and they burn and do damage. And then that way they'll burn away, forcing any enemy that is left to then come around to the front. If I left them as stone, then, like, yeah, the oil would burn and all that, and it would do some kind of damage. But then once that's all done burning, you still have the stairs for them to try and run around the backside. I'm trying to eliminate that. Alright, let's grab those books. And all that gold. See what else they got. They got a fine boar headpiece. It's fine and good. Alright, mechanicals. We'll take those because we need them. We are desperate. And the woodens will take those. Yeah, hey, no worries. No need to apologize. I mean, it would make sense. Doing a stone staircase. You know, if you wanted to keep it. Which, if that's your strategy, is to just light a little fire, force the enemy to constantly running through the fire, you know, then I would put much more fire area around that, so that way it burns bigger and more, and it forces the enemy to run through it. Then yes, by all means, spread the oil out nice and thick, put a stone staircase. That way it's like, yeah, you want to come down these stairs? These stairs are perfectly fine, but you're going to have to run through this field of fire and lava and around the outside. Oh, come on, wild man. As hilarious as that is. Alright, so we got all the gears. Hey, we got some rugs. Ooh, a fox rug, some deer rug. We'll have to go throw those into the ever-growing Great Hall. I still have no idea what Greek fire is for. If you guys know, please tell me. Everything else shows flammable oil. It doesn't show Greek fire. I'm thinking maybe it's used for, like, the construction of some of the more flammable ammunitions. But I haven't dove too deep into any of that just yet. Barley selling for a good price. It's kind of high for what I've seen from barley. Cheese is going for a good price. Give him some saplings. We haven't used those yet. One decorative marble. You can have it. We got a lot of dung bricks. Enemy trophy, yeah, we're keeping those, because that's just fun. It's gold. Oh, nice. All right, flow state. Yeah, right, we're feeling it. Welcome, old walking crow. Little shout out to you. Okay, Wildman says you have to craft the Greek fire. Yes, you have to craft it, but then once you craft it, what is it used for? That's my question. I have a bunch of it because I got it from, like, raids and such, but didn't they use Greek fire on the trebuchet stones? The trail wherever it bounced. Yeah, see, okay. Joe saying that it's used for the ammunition. That's what I thought. I thought it was used for the ammunition construction. But the only thing that's showing up for ammunition construction is just the solid stone. I don't know if it's maybe a different workbench. Yeah, everybody's saying it's for the trebuchets. Which, that's fine. I'll hold on to it. I would love to throw some flaming shot. That would just be awesome. Alright, here, let's get this deal done. We got stuff to do. Maple sapling, let's get that out of here. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to hold on to my saplings. My people have been doing a very good job of rotating. What's our big money maker? Honey. Where's honey? Right here, honey. We got a crap ton of honey. If I give you 100 honey. Okay, let's try 200 honey. Okay, we're getting warmer. Herb is another good one. Maybe 100 herb on top of that. Okay, we're getting there. Still got plenty of weight. Gave him our one marble tile that we had left. Lavish meat. Oh, lavish veggie. Our people are eating like kings. What is this? Pickled veggies? Give you some of those. Hey, there you go, 1350. Yeah, have a couple cases of pickled veggies. Have a crap ton of herb and honey. Like our ability to do trade with agricultural goods is awesome. Sell him my poo? I can do that? Where's it's dung, isn't it? I know I have the dung bricks. I can sell him the poo bricks, but I don't think I can sell him the straight poo. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on here. We got a lot of really good clothes, man. Yep, can't sell him the poo. There it is. We have 2 pieces of poo. He'll buy the poo bricks, but he won't buy the poo. He won't buy bones either. He won't buy people. That's fair. That's fair. That's solid choice. I don't know. We got a good balance right now. We're kind of overpaying, but that's fine. Again, it's surplus of agricultural goods. That, and we're getting a lot of components out of it that we desperately need. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll just keep burning the poo bricks. That's why I'm not collecting it, to be honest. We have so much poo bricks. That's why I'm leaving all the poo as forbidden. We'll just let it naturally rot and enrich the soil. I know that's not actually how the game works, but in my mind, that's how I like to imagine it. That's what you do in real life, right? You fertilize the ground. Make it very fertile out here. Especially since you drained it of all the water, you gotta revitalize. Ooh, nice little clay deposit. Yeah, let's go check the trebuchet. Oh, actually, no. Let's get some rugs. We got rugs to deal with. Okay, I saw one right here. What is this? That's a fox rug. We got 2 fox rugs. Oh, snap. Another fox rug. Oh, crap. We got... Okay. Okay. We got a deer rug. What's this over here? A deer rug. Okay, we got 2 deer rugs. Those we will unpack. Oh, what is this? That's a deer rug. Okay, so we'll grab the 1 deer rug. We'll unpack it so it matches like that. Right? Yeah, right there. And then let's start grabbing fox rugs. Superior fox rug. Let's unpack that. Unpack. There we go. We'll stick it here. What? What the heck? We're going to pause this so I can do this without somebody running in front of me. There. We'll put it there for the game. So that was the superior. Grab another superior. Anytime I hear the word superior, I think of the Beatles song Mother Superior. Alright, Wildman coming in with a request. You should do a series where you try to get to 1 million hay or poo bricks or something silly. Oh. The 1 million dung challenge. $1 million? Like, what? What? I mean, to be fair, hay-wise, I'm sitting on almost 40k. But $1 million? I would have to do a large map and then just build like a little tiny base that's easily defendable. And then the entire map would just have to be barley. And then everyone would have to just focus on agriculture and barley like 24/7 to rack up enough hay. I'm gonna let that mull in my brain for a little while. I'm not saying no. Let's leave it at that. I'm not saying no. I'm just... Let's let that mull around for a little while. Alright, we have another fox and deer. Oh, do all the peoples have rugs? That's the other question. Okay, they got a rug. They got a rug. Rug, rug, rug. Rug. Rug, rug, rug. Rug, rug. Okay, all the peoples have rugs. I know I eventually want to put rugs in the worship area. But, I mean, the fact that I have a deer and a fox, like, I need them to be the same for my brain and the OCD, and the symmetry, and it hurts. It hurts. That's right. We'll put in the... We got the new deer rug in. Sweet. So that matches finally. We're putting in the new fox rugs. All right, have a little splash of color. All the different looking things. Joe says, let's be honest, by the end of this series, we might have 1 million. Right? Unintentional million hay. I mean, we're building a gigantic hay barn. And this is what I would do in that series, is I would just add another square, and it would just slowly get bigger and longer until it, like, wrapped. Until this was the wall that went around the entire settlement. Is just a hay wall. All right. I'm starting to feel it now. I think Wildman and Joe are onto something. Oh, and then Joe with the quick one. Do 1 million dung bricks, so then we'll have a, quote, literal shit ton. I like that. Solid dad joke. Love it. Your entire secondary wall will just be a wraparound barn of hay. Oh my gosh. I might actually do it. We might do that. Maybe for like a Thanksgiving Day special or something. We'll take a little break. Alright, they left. We obviously got what we needed out of them. You know what the best part about building this barn is? Is it's a hay roof. We got plenty of it. We'll be okay. Okay, caravan is here. Ooh, our renown has gone up. Hey! Inspire your settlement to become the new center of trade in your region. Okay, okay. We'll have to set up a little area for that. That is a new achievement I have not hit yet. That is exciting. I know that some people, that's like their end game. They're like, oh, let's go until we have full mercant or full military, or, you know. It's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm just trying to do everything. This is, again, a super long play. We're going to do it all. We got our little secondary wall complete. Perfect. We got our little sniper's nest handled. Perfect. Yeah, now that a lot of the construction jobs are done, everyone's able to focus on food and religion. Alright, Wild Man, on a serious note, the whole draining the swamp was such an epic idea. Hey, you know what? I thought so too. That's why I did it. It just dawned on me, I was like, you know, the way the water mechanics are, you know, if you block off the source, and you just dig enough holes, in this case a moat, the water should, you know, drain and then not regenerate. So now we have these little strips. I mean, in theory, you cut down enough trees or whatever, you could come out here to, like, you know, 1 or 2 in from the red zone, line the whole thing with wood walls to block it, and then just dig out a trough on the outside or just along the inside or something, and then everything would just drain out and away, and you would have, like, your own little area. I might do that one of these times too, is do a playthrough where the goal is to drain 100% of the, you know, buildable map. Line the outer wall with poo bricks, make them work for their raids. So, okay, so, interesting idea on that, Joe. I'll run something by you. Poo bricks are used... I keep saying poo bricks. The dung bricks are used in the game as... same as, like, wood, like, as fuel for fire. There you go. I don't know why that word was so hard. If I put a couple stockpiles around right here, and only stored those done bricks, and then they caught fire, would they just sit there and continue to burn? Like, so then in essence, if we lined our outer wall with said dung bricks, and then we put fire trap, then would one fire trap just light the entire chain? I'm just curious on that. I'm curious how the mechanics of that would work. That might have to be experiment worthy. Ooh. Just need some wood mechanical components for that one. Ooh, a little bit more for that one. That one still needs all... That one's real close too. Alright, so we could have a ballista and a trebuchet here pretty soon. I'm gonna start needing more dirt to finish this off. I think we're at a point where we can probably do some more mining. I'm just taking a break from doing any more build or mine projects because I want our people to get caught up on crafting, you know, armor and weapons and the mechanical components, the wooden components, stuff like that. Everything that we need from workbenches to finish off any defenses or, you know, interior level stuff. We got our bros in here. They got honey and rough wine. Like, sir, I'm ready for my rations. Here you go, have a jar of honey and a bottle of this old wine I found. It's probably not any good. Alright, oil press. Okay, yeah, so here you make the Greek fire. You make it by... Oh, wow, there's... It takes a lot to make it. So that's why it's so expensive. No, here's the... Okay, so you use flammable oil to make incendiary I'm going to say catapult. I can't... What is it? An auger? But trebuchet Greek fire rounds. So that's what you use those for. Oh, you can make the catapulty ones too. What we need though is flammable oil, which requires coal. Which we don't have. How are we going to fix that problem? There's got to be... Is there a way we can make coal? I would think, you know, like the old charcoal coal. Maybe... the smelt? Oh yeah, you can make coal. From wood. Okay, so we can start cranking out coal now. So here, let's make coal. Let's go until we have... It was by the 30, so let's go 90. Okay, there we go. And we're being attacked. Alright, interesting. Before we dive into this, though, however, I'm going to go ahead and pause the stream for a minute. I have to go use the little boys' room. But then as soon as we come back, we'll dive right into this pending looter attack. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Apologies for that. Alright, let's see. Oh, you guys have been very talkative since I've been gone. Got the poo bricks, of course. An entire flaming wall of caca. All this talk of poo got to be... Yeah, no, it wasn't that bad. On my way back over, my work email dinged, and then I fell down a rabbit hole. Alright, well, lining the outer dirt wall with Merlin's prevent ladders. I don't know, because I've had some instances where ladders are used. It's just when they get to the top of the ladder, then they sit there and try and break the Merlin, or Merlone, or whatever. I don't know, but... we have 55 enemies have appeared. It's go time. Before we were so rudely interrupted in the middle of trying to make coal. Alright, we'll copy that event. See, we pasted it there. We shall paste it there. And paste it there. Alright, so we can get all those things burning. Burning the excess wood that we have to make coal. The reason in being is because then we need to start making... It says oil source. 60 oil source. Okay. Sorry, I am... And each of these requires... So you're not going to let me... No, of course not. Requires 1. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So let's set it to 25. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So, come on. Until you have 25. And oil source. Okay, so we can use walnuts, cabbage. Let's not use seed. Let's go tallow and walnut. We should have plenty of walnuts. Just oiling walnut oil? That's just weird. I'm sorry. Alright, but it is go time. So let's grab our 2 defenders here. Kenzie and Jiva. Which Kenzie has been made our sergeant at arms. None of the artillery is ready yet, but that's fine. Go ahead and summon all hands. Make sure everybody is being summoned. Okay, yep, we're good to go. Let's get this party started, y'all. Enemies have started their attack. So I believe they're coming in from this side. Yep. Oh yeah, they're starting their attack all right. Barbaric, 13 ruthless, 4 fierce, 4 basic, 5 master. Wow, this is murderous, brutal. Oh yeah, this is a horde armada indeed. We are definitely putting ourselves to the test on this one. So looks like we've got a good bit of them going around to the back. So they're going to come up right here. Chances are they're probably going to want to come down this. So, let's grab these archers. And have them start making their way up over here. We shall meet them. We shall meet them head on. Yep, they're splitting, going around the backside. Couple coming around up front right here. Here, let's have Lucy come up here. Chris, you come up here. You come up there. Get you guys a little bit better positioned. Actually, Estrelda, let's get you over here. I want a little side coverage. Alright, we already got some combat going on this backside. Let's get... Hey, old crow, here you go. Let's get you over here, my man. Dany, let's get you up here. Joe, let's bring you there. Lovely, we'll bring you up over here. There we go. Got them, got them. Yes, bring them down! See, they're just gonna try and go right at it. Alright, we got a settler who's injured. Kevin. Kevin, my good sir. Make your way indoors. Fall back, fall back. We'll send in a reinforcement. Let's grab Sabine. Fall back, Kevin, fall back. Come on, fire, fire! Bring them down! Okay. Oh, who died? Lovely is dead. What the hell did she do? Alright, they need to come over here. Where is she? She died up here. Fall back, fall back! They're running the wall. No, Sabine. I'm sorry, you just got here. We need you back up at the front. They're all cowering in the corner. They don't want to attack the door just yet. The traps are doing their job. There you go. Fire, fire, fire. Oh man, Lovely is taken out. Well, all of you to fire at him. Nope. Aussie, come here. Dany, come here. Joe, come up a little bit more. Alright, we'll bring you up in. Ozzy, we're going to bring you up in. Yep, we need everybody here in the little... Joe, come on, yeah, come up over here. Oh man, come on, fight, fight! Fight to the last man! Autosave right in the middle. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind is, are we at a point for the fallback position? Oh, these aren't even... Ugh! What is the point? Prioritize opening the window. What is the dang point? Open. Prioritize. She needs the steward job. Oh my gosh. Okay, then grab her and come over here. No. No, no. Open the dang window. Alright, you both are dinguses. Kevin, you're gonna need to... Yeah, you're gonna need to suck it up, my dude. You need to come up here. Alright, they're about to break through this door, so we need to keep our heads. The point is they break through that door, they come up the stairs. And then they have to get through this door here. That's the next one. So archers need to come and start lining up here. Because they come up the stairs, they're going to want to attack the archers through this. Or they're going to want to come down and around and come up here. So some of these further back archers need to start coming up over here. Let's get these three. Yeah, they need to start coming up into here. We're falling back deeper into the fortress. Oh, they're in. Alright, all hands, all hands, all hands. Everybody get up here. Run, 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 run. Run. Oh, Aussie, you idiot. Come on. Get up, get up, get up. Come on, run, 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 run. Fall back, fall back. Alright, we got through the doors. So now the only way to get to us is they have to come up the stairs, and then they have to come through this door, either of those doors, or through these reinforced doors here. Which we're going to start lining this up real quick. There we go. There. Now that they're in, we've got the advantage of the window. Nope. You dinguses. Stay over here. All of you, hold your ground. Get off this selection. Alright, let's get you over here. Drummer, let's get you up there. Is that door broken? No way. Alright, Kenzie, you go there. All these doors are broken. Oh, crap. All they have to do is get up. Alright, I guess we're falling back again. Fall back to the final position. The roof. Alright, Geneve. Please tell me this damn window is open. Okay, it is. Come right here into your little cubby. Alright, Jeffrey, I want you here. Joe, you same thing. Amos, here. Aussie, here. Alright, we'll start that. Lucy. See, why are these all... These are all shut. Why are they all shut? Ay, ay, ay. Open. Kenzie, come here into your little pocket. Somewhere along the lines, I made the horrible mistake. Does he not have a weapon? Oh, Joe, you're an idiot. Come here. We'll have her come and replace you. Alright, you... Prioritize opening the window. No. Open the window. No. Ugh. Open the window. Let me try her. Open the window. Nope. Open the window. Where are you going? Open the window. My people are gonna die because these morons won't open the window. Open the window. No, 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 don't deconstruct. Open the window. Here they all come in. This retard doesn't have a thing. Okay, no, you get out of here. Really, the only thing left to do now is, wow. No open window. This is literally... I can't open it from the inside because there's nothing... Alright, who is my steward primary? Amos? He was the one that wouldn't... Open the window. No. Open the window. Oh, you just need one window open. Come on. Open the window. Where are you going, dude? Open the window. Okay. Nope. They're already here at the door, so everyone is going to have to come and form a defensive line over here. We're going to have to put as much distance between us as we can. Kenzie at least getting some work in. Oh no, there is a first door that has to be broken. Like, is she not attacking? I thought you could stab through windows. That's the whole point of this. The whole point of this defense. Alright. You two. You're gonna have to come hold the line. I don't know how we won that. Oh my gosh. But note to self, those damn windows need to be open. Hey, we can take a crap ton of prisoners. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, so now all of you need to come here because they are going to try and run out the front door. And Aussie. Prioritize escorting to cell. Alright, you're not armed, so you go about your business. Neither are you, Joe. Go about your business. Lucy's not armed either. It's like all their crossbows decided to break during the battle. Honestly, on a big battle like that, we might as well just retreat up here from the very beginning. You got a runaway? No, Aussie, what are you doing? Prioritize escorting to cell. Alright, you two can go about your day. All of you can go about yours. Alright, we need, you know what, I'll have Kevin do it. Oh no, he's bleeding. We'll have Old Crow. Old Crow, since you gave love in the chat, we'll have you be the one that has the honors of putting Lovely to rest. There she is. So go ahead and strip her. So we can get all that equipment. Yeah, she's running away. Whatever. She's not going to get very far. Alright, Aussie, come and get Wallace. So, prioritize tending wounds. There's Sabine. Oh, she's still in combat mode for whatever reason. Old Crow. No empty burial spot. There's literally one right here. Settler. There we go. Alright, Old Crow. Here we go. Prioritize burial. Aussie, where you at? Tending wounds. Tend his wounds. Alright, and then escort to cell. Alright, we got ourselves a bunch of captives. So we lost Lovely, but the exchange was, well, it was 4, but 1 got away, so 3 captives. Alright, now as far as in here, we're going to need to build 2 more beds. Yep, because we got the 2. I'll just go ahead and build a whole bunch of beds. Alright, Kevin is resting. We'll let him heal up. Those beds will get built whenever they get built, so I'm not worried about it. Everybody else is resting up. Stuff is being repaired. Traps reset. Man, this was a mess. And we lost Lovely. There she is. Lovely Adler. Buried next to Tim. Alright, I'm gonna grab this. I'm going to copy it into here, and this is going to be very high priority, and this is going to be for coal, so coal. Alright, so we need coal and like walnuts or something random. Yeah, let's go, where is it? Food, raw, walnut. Alright, so we can get enough oil. Alright, yep, R.I.P. Lovely. R.I.P. indeed. But that was the kind of the whole point for today. Figured I'd give you guys a good show. Alright. Let's get her to come in. I mean, this is kind of her responsibility. So. There, make this one. Get all the hay spots made. Alright, there we go. And then when she's done with that, we'll have her come strip him. Now strip him. Come over here and strip him. Right, these are prisoners. And then come over here and strip him. Are these tainted? No. Alright, there we go. We got our little setup. Alright, yeah, a bunch of exhausted people, a bunch of unhappy people. I mean, it's gonna happen. They're super upset their friend died. I don't blame them. Got tons of bodies out here that are going to need to be stripped. So we'll go ahead and mark all those for strip. Should... Okay, yeah, they picked up all the ones out here. A couple that fell into the water. But hey, we survived. I think that having our forces split is probably what did us in. Like, my original idea was, yeah, to have the one tower's worth right here to pick them off as they came down. In the future, though, the idea is going to be just one person, whoever our best archer is, probably Kenzie, will come, grab a longbow, shoot it, light it. Once this is on fire, then she'll fall back. There's no reason to stay. That's literally just for that. You have a fire trap if they try and come in through the back entrance. It'll burn the stairs down. Any remaining that don't make it through the fire will be forced to run around to the other side. The other thing, too, is later on we can have the trebuchets start just blasting over here. Throw up a Greek fire shot or something, and then just that whole area gets ignited. Is this all... Okay, it is for there. So let's expand it to this side. Alright, there we go. Our massive hay wall. That's ridiculous. Hold an event, and settlers are annoyed. Yeah, a lot of them are still probably going to be upset that we lost one person. But hey, a 50-plus person raid, and they were all, like, pretty top level as far as raiders. Busted down, what, like 3, 4, almost 5... No, 6 doors. They busted down 6 doors, and we still hold them at the rooftop, and we only lost one person. It's not bad. Those aren't bad odds. I think if we would have had everybody at their respective positions, and the fact that the dang windows weren't open, like, holy crap. Come on. Oh yeah, look, now they're open. I don't understand why Kenzie wasn't attacking through the window. I don't know if they got rid of that mechanic. I know that's originally what it was, is you could have a spear or anything that was like long two-handed, and you could go through, which is kind of what the whole setup of my defense is allowing for that 2-square attack ability. Now all the windows are open, so when the next inevitable raid comes, if they make it all the way through again, we can line up here and just absolutely blast them when they're in this inner area. And I think ultimately that's, as they came through here and we took them out, that is what led to our victory, was we only just needed a couple more. So the fact that we were able to do that, it worked out. It was beneficial. Amos over here just picking up bone. Alright, who's this? Estrelda? Alright. You're going to have the unpleasant fortune of stripping all the bodies. Strip. 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 Just won't let me click on him fast enough. Tons of stuff, though, man. Tons of stuff. You got tall people, you got small people, you got men, women, young, old. Like, this was just a hodgepodge. Almost feels like this was their last-ditch effort. They threw everything they had at us. Jeez. Strip that one. Strip that one. Strip that one. Oh, wow. Our church is going to get full with all these goodies. Our settlers are going to be busy stripping everything down for materials. I know she's probably like, ah. She's screaming at me, isn't she? Well, we're just going to keep stripping bodies here. Oh, that is a big lady. Oh, we got one more up here. Alright, anybody? Oh, we got some more over here. Oh, one more right here. Wowza, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, lots of stuff. Alright, she can go about her day or whatever it is that she needs to do. Oh yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Oh. Oh, we might have a siege weapon ready. Wouldn't that be something? Everybody go and get weapons reassigned. Let's see, we got... Everybody's got a crossbow now. Nice. Might need to start upping the armor as well. I felt like Lovely went down really fast. Maybe it's one of those master archers. They just got like a bullseye shot on her. Well, hey, the windows are open. Oh, man. They just were not wanting to open them. They all wanted to go eat or lay down or... See, that's one thing. I don't know if it was the most recent update or what, but I feel like some of the, like, command... There was like a bit of an override where if the villager just doesn't want to do it, if they're not in the mood or whatever, like you can't fully micromanage anymore. You can't be like, hey, you go do this. Because if they're hungry or they're tired, they'll be like, no, I don't want to. It's like, well, I just do it. You can be pissy about it later. Just a pile of dead bodies. Wow, that is unreal. Might need to move that to, like, over here somewhere or something. That way then every time everyone goes in and out, they're not constantly having to stare at all the death. All those sheep. Look, they all just come up. They help themselves to some hay. And then they all go back down. And then they poo everywhere. Unbelievable. Settlers are becoming annoyed. Shocker. I mean, to some of them, they stayed up all night. Others, they stayed up even beyond. You know, they're all exhausted. They're wounded. They had to constantly be moving around in that battle. It wasn't an easy just sit and pick them. We have flammable oil down? Can I not? Like, that's the whole point, you guys. Why would it not let me? I'm confused. Like, they brought the oil. So you have the trap. Like, what? So is it there? Because, like, when I go to... Oh, you can do a Greek fire one. Like, I don't understand. Like, is it there or is it not? So I guess it is there? I don't know. This whole thing's confusing. I guess we'll find out when we shoot a flaming arrow. Goat has died. At least we'll probably give birth to another and we'll eat good. And here comes a cat. Of course, and it's ours. Nope. Actually, no. We won't kill it. We'll just sell it. Sellers are unhappy. Ooh, question. Can crossbows shoot flaming arrows? To my knowledge, no. It's only bowed. Which is why I set up the little longbow racks right here. We have a war bow. Which we should have longbows. Yeah, we should have some longbows. They're in wardrobes. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So now what I'm going to have to do is this. I'm going to have to say, hey guys. Weapons. No ranged weapons. And then they should be picked up and moved. And yep, there they are, longbows. But yeah, to my knowledge, crossbows, because it's a mechanical weapon, you can't really, like, do anything. As far as, like, the flaming arrow. It's more of, you gotta have the bow so they can then dip it, and then... I mean, it makes sense. Even though we all know that somebody could easily set and lock a crossbow, wrap a swab around the end, dip it in some oil, light it on fire, and then shoot it. And it would, you know, do the same thing. But that's real life. Come on, this is going medieval. This ain't real life. Alright, all the gear has been collected, so that's good. let's collect all this poo. What is that? Is a polecat. And let's set all of these sheep to be hunted. Let's go ahead and clean house. Do a little culling. Alright, so we have oil and Greek fire traps. We have that trap. Like, it's all set, apparently. I don't see anything. I don't know. But if we get raided, we'll have Kenzie come grab a longbow. Fire a shot. Man, Joe is just pissy. What's up your butt, Joe? Your friend died. Oh, man. You need... Okay, so he's praying right now. He'll get that religion. He saw a lot of dead bodies. That's definitely not helping. Okay, so let's do, we need a body dump. Hey, maybe up over here. So here, let's grab this. All that waste is fine. So here, let's go copy. And let's go up over here. Wait a minute. Marshy soil. I think that's marshy soil. I don't think it's coal. Sorry, I'm getting really excited thinking it's coal. So just bodies out there. And then these ones, we will uncheck bodies. So we'll get the carcasses all out of here. Have the goats start taking all the bodies out. Yeah, I think everybody's just upset coming out here onto their front lawn and seeing, you know, all the dead people. Oh, is that why you're upset, Joe? Because you're an idiot? Not literally, obviously. It's just, you know, you couldn't figure out how to open a window. Alright, corpses are starting to rot now, so this might have been a moot. Yeah, they're all going to start popping. Yep, more and more. Some of them out here, too, will start. Yep, a whole bunch of them out here. Yeah, that's alright. You know what, though? Surviving 7 years, in-game years, and only losing 2 people. One person way back at the beginning, when we bit off more than we could chew. And then somebody now, when we're kind of at the height of our power. Ooh, friendly visit. Is it a caravan? It's a caravan. You guys know what that means. We're gonna start selling crap. Okay, so there are some other things. I know from the region map, we got the ability to charter a fair. I want to see... Oh, we got a war table. We need to put that in. I want to see what all that does. Is it here? Maybe it's here. I want to say there was some kind of merchanty thing. Oh, right here. Merchant Cross. Yeah, we might put that in. Put like maybe one here, and then maybe like here and here. So this is like a little little fair area. And then we can actually hold that event and, you know, everybody coming in. Make ourselves the center of trade. So here, let's start making preparations for that. So there's becoming annoyed. Yeah, no, I feel you on that one. Okay, so we got... That one's 2, so it's 3, so here. Right? If I keep it 3, if I do a 3 space all the way around. Alright, those wood torches are in the way. I wish I could do them on those corners. Because there is, like, where that little ash pile is and where the wood is, those little end corners right there. Like, there's nothing there. Why not have a torch or something there? I don't know. Okay, so we'll go there. So these are what need to get moved. Oh, that was loud. 1, 2, 3. So they would need to get moved to here. I think, yeah. Or you know what? Let's just make it easy. Let's just deconstruct them. And then we can build new ones later. But then we know that this needs to be widened. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll slowly just start building up our little market area out here. We're going to need some limestone, which, oh, here we got 54. And each one of these is 2. So we can build a couple more. Yeah, but we'll have a nice little trade area. We'll slowly start moving the trees a little bit outward more. That way then this center area becomes a much cleaner line of sight. Start moving the trees kind of like off this way a little bit more. Where are they all going? Oh! So, somebody triggered the trap, I think. That's hysterical. Oh, man. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, fire, all right. The human merchant has left. He's repairing the stairs. Alright, well, now we know that works, and to great effect. Wow. It's raining, so it's going to put out the fire. Perfect. Get everything all cleaned up out there. So we know that works. So we'll take some time to build up our oil supply. We'll just put oil. I think the big thing was the trap. Somebody triggered the trap, and it set the whole area off. So we'll make sure not to have that happen again. Maybe if we put a trap right here. I'm wondering if we put one right here, and then we shoot it when the enemy comes, will the outer spray, like, will it go down and light what's down here, and then the upper parts will light what's up here? I'm curious if that'll work. Let's give it a shot. We got flammable oil, and we got a Greek fire trap. Let's just go with flammable oil. We'll drop it right there. Let's see if that works. And then we'll throw down some Greek fire right here. And then right here. And then we'll throw down some regular oil. Oh, he's pissed. And we're just going to do a whole mess of regular oil. There we go. Okay, good point, Kevin. Wild animals can set them off. I think having one so close to the stairs is probably what did it. Yeah, we'll put the trap there, because I'm curious now, as if we have our person here, fire and hit that, if it'll spray not only the upper, but the lower bits as well. And then we can just have this whole top and bottom section just be engulfed. And then the enemy is just going to be freaking out. But we have a rebel on our hands. What's wrong, girlie? Her friend died, man. They are all just besides themselves. Beside themselves? Besides? I don't know. You know what I mean. They're all losing it because they lost their friend. Their mental state is not in a good place. Not in a good place. We'll grab this. We'll come across like that, and then across like that, and across like that. Alright, we'll get ourselves a little mercantile area. Ooh, hey, W idea. Feast of Remembrance for Lovely. I think we should. I think we should hold a feast for our dear friend. Maybe that'll boost let's make sure we don't have any more rebels. I don't think so. Okay, so here, let's go. Why can't I hold an event? You can't hold the event because the structure is not a great hall? Is it because the damn windows are open? What's the problem? Cannot have shrines, beds, or workstations. Okay. So what's the problem? Is it because of this? Seriously? I think that's what it is. I think it's because of this. This is a workstation. That's the only thing. It's either that or it's the damn windows. I think it's this. Alright, let's relocate it then. Do we have anywhere that we can put it? That's our coinage. I mean, we can put it in the kitchen. Or we can put it down in the basement. That just seems dumb. Like, oh, you need some medicine? Here, go down to the basement. I might just have to do that. Stupid enough. Alright, let's relocate it. There. Whole herb table down in the basement. I honestly think that's what it is. Watch, the second that thing leaves, if this ground lights up, we'll know that that's what it was. Come on. Who's going to do it? Anybody? Alright, Kevin, you might have to be woken up. Yep. Wakey, wakey, my man. Let's see. The ground glows when you take it away. Yep. Ah. That was totally it. That's alright. I need to put the war table right there anyway. I'm pretty sure that doesn't count. Or maybe it does. Well, no, because we have the cartography table. Is it under furniture? Oh yeah, right there, a war table. Drop that in. But we're going to hold an event. I want everybody. Everybody. We're gonna get schmammered. Schmeckled. Oh, there we go. Let's get real happy. Oh, we got scones. Let's get those in there. Get a little bit of honey. Ooh, yeah. Alright, alright. Alright, they're gonna get a nice little boost off of this. Alright, let's have a feast. A feast in honor of Lovely. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. He's like, ew, dookie. Look at that spread. Lavish veggies, lavish meats, honey, scones, dubious booze. Everyone's gonna get well and schmeckled. Schmammered. Schmillethin. It's gonna be great. Look at that celebration. Dany out there just racking his loot. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is as good a spot as any to go ahead and call it for today. This was an excellent episode. I thank you guys so much for being patient. I know the first go at our Nested Lands live stream failed miserably, which is why we had to switch gears over to going medieval, but we had a lot of fun here today. Lots of good stuff built. We set a nice little fire trap in the back, which after unintended testing proved to be fantastic. We got raided by a gigantic party, lost Lovely in the process, which as you can see we're having a feast in remembrance of the wonderful Lovely. She fought with honor. She died defending the land that she loves. But hey, we got a few captive laborers, if you will, out of the process. Looks like everybody is coming back from an excellent feast. They had a great time. Hopefully that will lift their spirits and they'll forget all about the loss of their friend. Well, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. There will be plenty more episodes ahead. This is only episode 48. I know it's been a long play, but like I said, it's a super long play, so we're going to get plenty more content out of this as we can. Try and discover and understand a lot more of the mechanics that have come out recently. Ooh, our ballista's done. I just noticed that. But stay tuned, lots more ahead. Also, I will be trying to figure out the whole Nested Lands things, and we'll get a series going for that as well. Alright, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.